So the Sharks and the Warriors both won on my birthday. That's pretty good, I guess. The Sharks, guess what? Guess what? The Sharks won in a shootout again. So they've lost one shootout this year and they've won the rest. I think they're 4-1 in shootouts now against the LA Kings, who are not a very good team, but we'll take it. You know, a win's a win, especially when you're a Sharks fan and you have to deal with a lot of recent losing. So the Sharks played the Kings in the Staples Center. And jumping ahead to the shootout was amazing. Logan Couture was the scorer for the Sharks. They only needed 2 shots. And Martin Jones, I've said this before, he's really good. If you have to blame anything on the Sharks regarding defense, it's just the defenseman. It's not Martin Jones. So the final score is 4-3 in a shootout. And yeah, so looking at the point breakdown, Couture, he had a goal in the shootout. Evander Kane had a pretty nice goal towards the end. Timo Meyer, great goal. He's been pretty good lately. And yeah. I correct myself. The goal by Logan, he had a goal in the shootout, but he also had a game. He had a goal in the actual game. So really good for them. And the Kings, they did pretty good as well. I'm gonna give them credit. Dustin Brown had 2 goals and assists. He's pretty good. I mean, 3-point night for him. In terms of shots, the Sharks defense did play better than usual. And Anze Kopitar also had a goal. He's pretty good too. And their goalie wasn't bad. You know, he was pretty good. I'll give him that. But Jones was great too. You know, the Kings had a lot less shots than the Sharks. Just judging by it, I think the Kings had about 27 shots and the Sharks had about 40. So, you know, although Jones didn't have as good of a save percentage as Peterson, still, I really think they played better. And, you know, they're going to play these guys again a lot of times throughout the year, right? They're rivals. So I think this is a good one. I've said, I can't say this enough. Winning in a shootout is good, but it isn't great. You know, I think if we're going to be a consistent team, we got to win in regulation, because if we're just taking this to a shootout every game, it kind of shows that we can't, like, get the job done. I think we have 1 regulation win all year, I think. And I think that was against the Wild, but I'm not sure. I think it's 1, though, because I think we won 4 shootouts and we won 5 games total. So, yeah, the Sharks moved to 5-5-1, and the Kings moved to 3-6-3. So, Kings, yeah, not having the greatest start so far. They're in kind of a rebuild. I feel like all the California hockey teams are. Sharks, Ducks, and Kings. However, a win's a win. You know, I've said this before in all of our shootouts. A win is definitely a win. And Jones is definitely really good. I expect maybe Dubnyk to be in net next game. We'll definitely see. The Sharks like to mix these guys around. Obviously, both of them are having pretty good years in terms of what they've been doing. Obviously, the defense of the Sharks isn't great. In terms of the Sharks, also some other stats. Burns had an assist. Nice to see from him. He's been pretty good out there. Donato had an assist. He also had a shot in the shootout and unfortunately did not make it. But, you know, good game for him. And yeah, Marlowe also had a point, so he had an assist. Dude he's reaching up there to the most games ever played. He's getting there. I think he moved up to 3rd most games ever by an NHL player ever. So really good there for Marlowe. I'm proud of him. And yeah, the Sharks will play the Kings again, and another shootout game, right? It's kind of funny, honestly. But yeah, the Sharks will play the Kings again on Thursday, and then they will have a little bit of a tough set. First they'll play the Golden Knights, then the Ducks, and then the Blues twice, and then the Knights and Blues. So that's going to be a little bit tricky, right? Golden Knights are a really good hockey team, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sharks and Warriors both won on my birthday. What do you know? And that is it. Sharks win 4-3 in a shootout. Thank you, guys.